Welcome everyone. Welcome to Judgment Day. Today's stream and our adventures here in General Manager mode are going to be about our very first pay-per-view. Now, of course, we have 7 amazing matches planned out, 6 on the main show, 1 in the pre-show that you can see in the top corner right now. And of course, this is a huge show for us because it is our very first pay-per-view. It's our first chance to truly show everyone what we're capable of. So, last week, before this pay-per-view, we finally defeated Raw in the fan viewership that the game has. So we definitely have something to prove. This is the perfect opportunity to bring more fans to Smackdown, and we have a great lineup of matches to do that. Of course, in the pre-show, which we are going to see soon, we have Joey Mercury taking on Vito. While on the main card, we are finally going to crown our first Tag Team Champions and our first Cruiserweight Champion. Of course, we also have a United States Champion that will defend his belt, as well as a main event Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight Championship. The other 2 matches on the main card are going to be 2 singles matches. One of them will be Booker T taking on Rob Van Dam. The other one will be Johnny Nitro taking on The Undertaker. As for our championship matches, we will see new champions in the now officially confirmed ladder match between Chavo, Guerrero and Gregory Helms for the Cruiserweight Championship. We will also see David versus Goliath, as Super Crazy and Psicosis of the Mexicools will take on Big Show and Kane to crown our very first WWE Tag Team Champions. We will see a last man standing match between a very hungry Rey Mysterio, who is going to try and dethrone United States Champion Bobby Lashley. And of course, like I said, our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship is going to be Batista defending his belt against his 3 rivals, Randy Orton, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels. Now, before we go to all those matches, of course, we're going to have to start with Joey Mercury versus Vito, which is happening right now. Vito and Mercury both have been struggling to get some wins under their belts, and of course, this pay-per-view match is going to be very, very important. A big momentum shift for either one of these 2 men. Joey Mercury has seen Johnny Nitro, his tag team partner, rise to somewhat good heights. Definitely building up some steam and building up some momentum, and Mercury wants it for himself as well, of course. While Vito is just stuck in a Cruiserweight division, and he's not even considered to be the inaugural Cruiserweight Champion. Vito starting off stronger against Mercury.
Oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening. Actually, I think it's great.
Vito already taunting Mercury after a very strong opening moment. Mercury now with a reversal, Vito reversing as well. Big kick by Vito, planting Mercury down. This definitely doesn't look good for Joey Mercury right now.
Here on Smackdown, but I wonder how successful he would be if he actually made an effort to... Ha! Look at this, Cole. He don't look too worried about this match. Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match. Great reversal.
Big back suplex by Mercury could be the momentum shift that Mercury needs.
Genuine monster, and he's as ruthless as he is ugly.
Jeez, God, Cole, keep your voice down. Vito ain't the kind of guy that lets stuff like that slide.
Surely you don't think that Vito, he senses some grogginess in his opponent.
Oh, there it is, the code of silence.
Going for the code of silence.
That don't look like it tickles. You know, tickling, don't you, Mikey?
It sounds like this capacity crowd is...
Come on, that had to be 3.
Kick out by Mercury.
Oh, man, I think he's going in for the kill.
Vito going for a second code of silence. Vito now getting annoyed with the referee, thinking the referee isn't counting fast enough.
That's hard. Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're gonna get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw up. You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing.
Mercury, of course, slightly heavier than Vito, using his strength advantage to keep Vito in check. And now into the submission. Mercury slowing the match down.
If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
Reversal by Vito.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out, but now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
What's he up to now?
Oh, check it out.
Vito going for a third code of silence. And that's a knockout victory for Vito. Now, of course, before we move on to the actual main show, we have, like I've already discussed them, 6 main show matches, 4 titles in total on the line. We will crown a new Cruiserweight champion, we will crown a new WWE Tag Team Champion, and we will see 2 champions put their belts on the line. Now, of course, for the other 2 matches, I do want to point out it is a very, very important time for everyone involved. The first pay-per-view means if you score a victory, you're going to be so much closer to a future title shot, which in this quite heavy and well-rounded roster that we have over on Smackdown is going to be a big deal. This is going to be the very first pay-per-view for Smackdown. We have already seen Backlash. It did alright for Raw. Now it's time for SmackDown to just bounce back, take its place as the supreme brand here in WWE. And that's gonna start off right now. We're gonna open with a ladder match between Chavo, Guerrero, Gregory, Helms, who've been in quite a heavy rivalry over the first 9 weeks on SmackDown. And finally this is gonna end with one of them raising their hats as a new Cruiserweight champion. Chavo Guerrero taking on Gregory Helms in the opening match for Judgment Day. Title suspended far above the ring. Of course, ladders needed to grab the title. The first person to grab the belt will be the champion. Is it going to be Chavo? Is it going to be Gregory Helms? Both of them, as cruiserweights, are not as much about the high flying as they are about the technicality.
You know, Taz, I wish Gregory Helms had stayed on Raw.
Chavo starting up quite well.
Yeah, but he was also dressing up like some kind
Helms now trying to fight back.
And there ain't no Cruiserweight title on Raw.
Well, then maybe I just wish Helms was on Monday night so I wouldn't have to be disgusted by his attitude every Friday.
Hey, Helms did what was right for his career, and he's done a great job of shaking up the Cruiserweight division. Personally, I like what he's done for SmackDown.
Chavo first to climb the ladder.
The title is only inches away.
Oh my God, they're tearing each other apart up there. If your opponent knocks you down from there, you might as well throw him out.
Back and forth brawl between Chavo and Helms.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turning to a
Chavo now grabbing Helms, going for a suplex off the ladder.
It's going to be physical, but I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. That don't happen too often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time. What incredible intensity from these two superstars trading blows. If he can win this struggle, he might just win the match.
Chavo going for yet another suplex. Helms with a very awful landing on the outside. Chavo falling off the ladder. Made a mistake in the heat of the moment.
I think it's a shame the way Gregory Helms threw away all of his fan support when he decided to stop. Gut check time! Can he reach the title before his opponent stops him?
Helms is still out cold on the outside. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this.
They sure have.
And in a very short match after Helms took a extremely awful landing, we do have our very first Cruiserweight champion in Chavo Guerrero.
Gotta be kidding me. That's it? It's over?
Sure looks that way, partners. And I'm not any happier.
Here's your winner, Chavo Guerrero.
Very quick and easy victory for Chavo here tonight. Very, very unfortunate for Gregory Helms to just land so awfully on the outside after that superplex. The next victory is not going to come as easy, as Big Show and Kane will take on a much faster Psicosis and Super Crazy for the WWE Tag Team titles. Big Show and Kane has shown that they are obviously the more dominant force in this tag team rivalry. However, Crazy and Psicosis have been able to use their wits and speed to outmaneuver the two bigger men and score some victories on their way to this coveted tag team title match. The question is, are Big Show and Kane prepared for Psicosis and Super Crazy's tricks? Or is the sheer power of the two big men just going to be too much for them to handle? Big reversal by Big Show.
Just turn into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think
Psicosis is trying to lift up the Big Show, and that's obviously not going to work out very well for him.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you, Cole, like they say, anything can happen here with WWE.
Just a non-fancy push by Big Show to plant Psicosis down. Just sheer force.
If I had to pick only one reason why I'm not on Raw, it would have to be Kane. Just being this close to this,
he ain't taking any chances with this submission.
That's cranked by Big Show using his tremendous strength to almost rip Psicosis' head off.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here.
Psicosis now trying to wrestle the big man. Downward stretch locked in. Big Show taking some damage and a big boot from Kane. Psicosis.
That's their right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
That's not supposed to happen.
That might not be such a good move in my opinion.
Come on, you just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time.
Super Crazy hoping to use the momentum from the Irish Whip from Psicosis to lift the Big Show up, but it's just not working. Crazy keep on trying, but it's not working out well for the man.
Cover what it's like to whiten your teeth. Deal? I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now
Big Show once again down on the floor. Quite impressive by Super Crazy here, and attack to Psicosis, trying to keep the fresher man in at all costs. Roll up. Referee, however, distracted by Super Crazy. And a big boot plants down Psicosis. A little bit of miscommunication between the Mexicools could cost him here right now.
This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Psicosis now bringing the offense to Big Show.
I said that years ago.
Big Show, however, with a reversal.
Somebody counted you like that.
That tag
And
shows
Kane
some
gets
impressive
tagged in.
teamwork. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight. Well, give him an A for effort.
Psychosis going for another back suplex, this time on Kane. It's still not working out. Kane not as heavy as Big Show is, but still way too heavy for a cruiserweight like Psicosis to lift him up. Now Psicosis is trapped in the corner.
And you've got to think that these are going to take their toll here.
Reversal by Psicosis. Strikes Big Show off the apron. Psicosis trying to come back.
Said before, but that doesn't make it any less true. Kane is pure evil to the core. This monster doesn't care about anyone or anything.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, but there's more to being a WWE superstar than brutalizing your opponents. I don't think Kane knows that. Or if he does, he doesn't care. Nice reversal.
Big reversal by Kane. Super Crazy landing on the outside. Kane just staring at Super Crazy.
Superstars are legit tough guys, but these superstars are really raising the bar here tonight.
They sure are, Taz. We're seeing some great intensity here tonight.
And that's the name of the game, Cole. Intensity. You gotta stand your opponent and go one you can't go anymore.
I think these superstars are well aware of that, Taz.
Super Crazy now targeting the likes of Kane. Could be a very smart strategy. Make sure the base of the big man is down and you can keep him down.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. You should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
Super Crazy at this point in full control here against Kane. Submission goes into the rope break. Big Show and Kane now towering over Super Crazy. The ref stepping in.
There's not a superstar alive who can afford to ignore these things, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of the job.
Oh boy, looks like someone's moving up in the world.
Super Crazy climbing the top rope. It's a beautiful moonsault. Going for the cover on Kane. Big Show able to break the cover.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of
Did they get the tag? Yes. I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has
Kane
all
just
the
throwing
makings of a
Psicosis
nice
out of the ring with no remorse at all.
Nice it is. But there are certainly
Super
some
Crazy now
issues with these
targeting Kane.
superstars, and I think
They're on the outside. Kane is on the wrong side of the ring.
Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate. Nah, oh, never mind.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz.
Now, of course, normally in a title match, the champion has champion's advantage, but if there's no champion, there is no advantage. You can actually win the titles by countout.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition.
come on.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Man, this crowd really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, Taz, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Psicosis getting his targets confused. Psicosis is taking some hefty damage right now by the hands of Kane.
You know what you should do, girl pants? You should team up with Jerry.
Roll up into the rope break.
I'm afraid he's going to hurt himself.
Psicosis trying to lift up Kane once more, still not working out. Backslide by Psicosis on Kane. Big Show punched Kane into the choke slam, and that's extremely devastating. Psicosis has been ruled knocked out, and our new tag team champions are Kane and Big Show.
What a match! These superstars brutalized.
The power advantage for Kane and Big Show
Here
was
are
just
your
too
winners.
much.
Kane
No argument there, Taz.
and the Big Show.
It's pretty obvious who won.
All our champions are now crowned, but of course that doesn't mean the landscape of Smackdown is set. We still have 2 singles matches coming up, with The Undertaker taking on Johnny Nitro, but first we will see Rob Van Dam take on Booker T. Later on tonight, we of course have 2 more championship matches, with 2 reigning champions defending their belts. Rob Van Dam and Booker T were both in the title chase for the United States Championship. Both of them failed against Bobby Lashley. Now both of them are trying to get some momentum back on their side, hopefully not being too far away from a title rematch.
You're looking at him right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're
Booker T now striking away at Rob Van Dam.
you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't ballet. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in the ring.
Reversal by Van Dam, however not enough to keep Booker down.
One match is incredibly short-sighted.
Cole, I swear, I'm gonna replace you with someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at
Booker
least
T
he
with some
knows
amazing striking work early on in this match.
And so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, tell you what, one mistake and we'll see
At this point, you know, dominating Rob Van Dam, you could say.
You can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead.
Rob Van Dam sidestepping.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability.
Russian leg sweep of Booker T.
It's not, Cole. These are WWE superstars for crying out loud.
These fans know what he's got planned, Taz.
Booker T going for the bookend. Lands Rob Van Dam.
This crowd is
Now
really
going for the
strong.
cover. This is going to be enough to put Rob Van Dam away.
That was like 2.5, Cole.
2.9 for Booker T. Now complaining to the referee, Rob Van Dam back on his feet.
Experience. Trust me, you can
Look out. He's measuring his opponent. Whoa.
The Scissors kick.
just knock this guy out cold, Cole.
He's got this crowd.
Followed up by the Spinneroonie.
And now he's going
Courtesy of Booker T. Now going for the cover on Rob Van Dam.
And there's the pin. Is that it?
And Van Dam still able to kick out. Not getting a whole lot of offense in, but Rob Van Dam definitely has the endurance
So good.
here against Booker T.
Next to you to watch it, Cole.
Thanks a lot, Taz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner, either.
You know what you should do, girl pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. It could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
Rob Van Dam with a reversal, and Booker T was struggling with the referee there for a second. The leg drop by Van Dam to skip the opening Van Dam needs. Big rolling senton. Rob Van Dam always great at showing his athleticism. Booker T now with the reversal. Just a nasty punch to Rob Van Dam, nothing fancy about it. Van Dam now trapped in the ropes.
There's no superstar more beloved by the WWE fans than Booker T. Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the injury and less about the insult until this match is over.
Schoolboy by Booker T. However, into the ropes. Referee can't count it yet. Booker T with a second attempt, also not working out. When Booker T explodes and goes for the offense, it always looks amazing, and Rob Van Dam now just tasted his second scissor kick. And that is enough. That is enough to put the athletic Rob Van Dam away. Booker T with a very impressive victory here on Judgment Day. 3 more matches to go. We of course will see The Undertaker take on Johnny Nitro. We will see a last man standing match. Last man standing match, of course, between Bobby Lashley and Rey Mysterio for the United States title. And our main event, Batista defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Randy Orton. Undertaker has been having quite heavy brawls with people all over Smackdown. However, yet to really build some momentum, really yet to build that winning streak, while Nitro is climbing the ranks at this point on Smackdown. He's been able to pick up a lot of victories, but not a victory against someone like The Undertaker. The Undertaker is a whole new level for Johnny Nitro. Is Nitro going to be able to put The Undertaker away tonight at Judgment Day? Or is The Undertaker just a league too much?
This has all the makings of a nice long feud.
I don't know how nice it is. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is
Nitro sliding The Undertaker out of the ring.
Hey Cole, you know what? Try to restrain this. Wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent know who the boss is.
He better watch out though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way.
Nitro still taunting Undertaker, standing right in his face, and Nitro just didn't care, and that's not paying off well for him. Nitro a little bit too arrogant perhaps in this match. Undertaker with a reversal as Nitro tried to dive towards the Undertaker. Taker now in control, stomping away the knee of Johnny Nitro.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you as anything else in your life.
But what you gotta realize, to make it in the WWE, this is not a job. This is a lifestyle. That's why you see so much passion.
I don't think he's going to win any fans over with that.
It ain't about winning over the fans though, Cole. He's letting everyone know that he don't give a damn what they think.
Nitro back in control for now, however, lets The Undertaker rise.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum.
I don't think it's ever a smart idea to just let The Undertaker get back to his feet.
Jerk when somebody counters you like that.
Nitro now going for a spinning leg drop. cover on the Undertaker.
He can get the pin right here.
Veteran Undertaker, who's been in such heavy brawls, was not faced by just a simple light drop or Nitro. Kicked out after one.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not.
Nitro now seems a little bit more fired up after that kick out after one. Perhaps a little bit more desperate to take the Undertaker out.
There's the reversal call.
Nitro trying to go for the super kick. Undertaker catches the foot. And now Nitro seems a little bit more hesitant.
The legendary dead man, the Undertaker.
Yeah, but you can only stay on top of the mountain for so long. And the dead man's been there for a very, very long time.
This is very, very nasty.
That's just about the last position you want to find yourself in.
No doubt. I don't care how tough you are. That hurts.
Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, slow down a little bit, Cole. We're just having a little fun in there.
Undertaker can't possibly be happy with what just happened.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about energy. He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent.
Yeah, and his opponent's not doing nothing about it. What's that tell you?
Johnny Nitro struts around here like he's God's gift to sports entertainment. I don't mind telling you that it makes me... He's winding up.
Big super kick by Nitro now.
Anyone down a peg or three.
Now going for the spinning leg drop. Is this going to be enough to put the Undertaker away here tonight? Nitro now going for the cover. And only a 2 count. 2 spinning leg drops and a super kick by Nitro. And the Undertaker kicks out.
The thing you got to remember about the Undertaker is that 50% of his style, his offense, is about getting inside the head. Now that's the way you do it. Let your opponent know who the boss is.
Or you can just keep posturing and give your opponent time to recover.
Big reversal by Taker.
Every time I see Johnny Nitro in action, I'm blown away. Hey, let's think about it. He's still just a kid. He's got his whole career ahead of him.
Don't remind me, Taz. I have enough trouble putting up with this obnoxious ass every Friday night.
Whoa, look out!
Another super kick by Nitro.
You can take someone's head off with that. There's the pin.
Nitro just bringing every single bit of offense that he had to give. And finally, after 2 super kicks and 2 spinning leg drops, he is able to put the Undertaker away. Undertaker in this match showed incredible resiliency, but in the end it was not enough as Nitro is climbing the ranks of Smackdown.
Johnny Nitro.
Nitro at this point building up quite the winning streak. So, 2 more matches to go for Judgment Day. The next 2 matches are going to be between SmackDown's absolute best. Rey Mysterio, who was on a great winning streak up until the crowning of the very first World Heavyweight Championship, where he took on Batista. With an unfortunate loss, hasn't really seemed to be able to bounce back. However, Mysterio is sure that he can become champion. And while he's not going for the World Heavyweight Champion this time, he's going to take on Bobby Lashley in a last man standing match. Very admirable, considering that Bobby Lashley has been able to dominate every single person he stepped into the ring with. Often winning with just a very easy pinfall after a dominator and a spear, also getting quite a few knockout victories. Lashley is on a roll at this point, and Rey Mysterio, not just because he's the smaller man, will be the underdog. He will be the underdog because Bobby Lashley is on a complete tear and seems to be somewhat unstoppable. Is Rey Mysterio going to be able to take Bobby Lashley down? Will we see a new United States champion in this last man standing match? We will find out. Bobby Lashley, Rey Mysterio. Two guys with great heart, that's for sure. Both guys with passion for the industry. Two completely different styles, however, and we see Bobby Lashley, the stronger man, already dominating Mysterio early on in this match. Big clothesline by Lashley to plant Mysterio down.
Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
Look at that. That's the way to go over the
Big German suplex. And Lashley already taunting as Rey Mysterio is down on the floor.
Nothing about it. What's that tell you?
That reversal might stop us.
Reversal by Rey.
You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much. And
Big arm drag off.
I disagree.
Off the second rope. Here to Rey right now. No countouts. Lashley continuing this fight here on the outside now.
Superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
And you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar? I guess the ring wasn't big enough for these superstars.
Of course it is. But you gotta love
Now Lashley and Rey fighting on the outside, and Rey getting launched into speakers. That looked absolutely horrible.
It seems like every time I see him in the ring, he finds another way to defy the laws of physics.
You know, Cole, people say that Rey Mysterio is just too small or not, big enough to compete and be successful in his business, and that's crazy. Just look at this guy's history. Look at the present of Rey Mysterio.
That's something that Rey has heard all his life, Taz. If he believed for a second, he never would have made it to the WWE. I think Mysterio could be competitive. And what's he going for here?
Lashley with a big dominator on the outside on the concrete, and Rey is down.
This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? Because, wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent know who the horse is.
He better watch out, though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way.
I love it. Talk about rubbing your...
Complete domination. A legend like Rey Mysterio was just defeated within minutes in this last man standing match, courtesy of Bobby Lashley.
Man, he just knocked his opponent out cold right there. I love it.
Here's your winner,
Who the dominant superstar
Bobby Lashley.
I'll tell you what, I hope these guys have a rematch so he can prove it again.
This was perhaps Bobby Lashley's most dominant victory to date. Even Batista, our current World Heavyweight Champion, was not as dominant in a singles match against Rey Mysterio. Well, one more match to go. It's our main event, a Fatal 4-Way World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We will see the undefeated Batista take on his rivals Shawn Michaels and Triple H. And of course, the guy who's helped him fight off the deal, called the X, in Randy Orton. Orton, Triple H, and Michaels have been somewhat desperate to get their hands on the World Heavyweight Championship. Batista, however, has been able to beat all of them so far. However, Fatal 4-Way rules, this is going to be the biggest challenge to Batista's reign.
That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum
Batista starting off against Michaels here.
Incredible display of effort. He likes fighting third, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it. He certainly is. And I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
Batista in full control over Shawn Michaels, Triple H in full control over Randy Orton.
I have never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner. And this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Watch it. He reversed it.
Triple H now in control over Batista.
I don't know, Cole. I'm kind of unsure about Randy Orton. He's a pretty one, let's face it. He's accomplished a couple of big things, but I still think that he's about 90% hype.
A couple of big things? You mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history? Making a career of killing legends? Having one of the longest intercontinental...
Batista and Michaels know where to get here against Randy Orton.
All sounds fine and well, real impressive on paper, but Evolution was backing him up on half of that stuff. And remember, all that happened on Raw. It didn't.
And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
You know what? Who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover.
You saw that one coming.
Batista now trying to dominate every member in this match.
Their finishing move. This one is over.
Randy Orton with the reversal now stare down between Triple H and Orton.
Finisher doesn't mean it always ends with that.
Another double suplex for Orton this time.
Of course now.
It's Batista and Triple H.
That was it, and the story was over.
I think you're developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
Spear by Batista.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me.
Here it is, Taz. He's
Batista going for the Batista bomb here on Shawn Michaels.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there. Look at the fans, Cole.
I'm going for yet another Batista bomb on Randy Orton.
What a Batista bomb! This superstar is all fired up. And here's the cover.
Orton too close to the ropes.
The Smackdown locker room is extremely grateful that Triple H is not,
Instead of showing over to the fans, maybe you should really keep your head to this match.
come on,
Batista definitely showing off why he is the world champion, but against three opponents it's hard to really isolate someone and get a victory.
what a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
I've been on both sides of the Cole, that's the truth. Let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. That was a textbook reversal. I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out.
The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, Cole, you know what? Try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this bad boy right down the middle.
There's the cover. They do it.
Triple H with a very sneaky pinfall on Shawn Michaels.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars. Look at him go! Wow.
Big RKO to Randy Orton, and he wins with knockout. That means we have a new world champion. Wow, that really did came out of nowhere. Very suiting for an RKO.
What a match. These superstars brutalized each other until one of them was unable
Here's your winner,
Think of a better way to prove that you're the
Randy
No
Orton.
argument there, Taz. If your opponent can't continue the match, it's pretty obvious who won.
Wow, that was really unexpected. But we have a new world heavyweight champion, and his name is Randy Orton. Winning by knocking out Shawn Michaels with an RKO. Very impressive. And of course, like I did point out at the start of the match, Batista lost the title and he was not involved in the decision. So, very interesting to see how this former alliance between Randy Orton and Batista is going to continue. We're going to look at the results. We have a 3.5 stars rating for the pay-per-view. which I should probably show off like this on the big screen. It's 3.5 stars, so that's do expect it, because not everyone is really as over as of yet. And the biggest star on the brand did lose his match, so people will be a little bit disappointed by that as well. So we're just going to look at the individual results. Chavo getting 2.5 stars for his victory over Helms to become Cruiserweight Champion. Tag team title match got 2 stars. 2.5 for both our singles matches. Lashley got 4 stars for just completely decimating Rey Mysterio. And 4.5 for our new champion. 1.5 for the pre-show match. That's absolutely fine. Let's see what else is going on. Psicosis 1.5 victory. Same for Rey Mysterio. Rob Van Dam wants the title match. Michaels wants to see a victory. Crazy wants to win a match. And Undertaker wants the title match. So, that's the state of the locker room. Moving into next Smackdown. Battle of the Titans is apparently popular enough to continue. And of course, these are the champions that we currently have. Randy Orton, our World Heavyweight Champion, did not see that coming, quite frankly. We probably will see a rematch for Batista at some point. Whenever that's gonna happen, we'll have to see. Do we have updated Power 25 as well? We do not. It still says Batista is World Champion. And I'm guessing that is just gonna have to do for tonight. Of course, everything was about Judgment Day. We saw 3 new champions. We saw Bobby Lashley retain. We saw Nitro with quite of an upset against the Undertaker. Quite a hard-fought battle as well. And a lot of things to address on next Smackdown, so that's certainly going to be interesting. For in the meantime, for everybody watching this either live or on VOD over on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. This has been quite significantly shorter than our last streams, simply because I want to isolate pay-per-views. I think people can understand that. So we will be back next week with just more regular shows. We have plenty to go until we have Great American Bash, which I assume is our next pay-per-view. And of course, make sure you keep an eye on the YouTube channel. Make sure you keep an eye on social medias, because we will announce the matches for the first show. Things to look forward to. A lot of things has happened. A lot of things have definitely happened. All of them to address, all of them to work with, so that's really exciting. And of course, if you have been watching this entire VOD, probably means you like something, so you can show that by liking the video down below. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, so make sure you do not miss out on any of our future SmackDown vs. Raw streams, or other streams, or other videos. They're all fun, I promise. Thank you for watching. Until next time, this has been fun. Goodbye.